Welcome to the Antonio Parkinson Project. I am Antonio Parkinson, and today we're going to be talking about 5 signs that your friends are jealous of you. We're also going to be talking about Diddy, and we're also going to be talking about the mayor of Memphis, Paul Young, and he was assaulted, Angelica, and we're going to be talking about a whole host of other things. Lastly, we got the superstar, the woman who's over the skin in Memphis, the Memphis Skin Academy. Mel is in the building. And so we'll be right back. You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project. Welcome back to the Antonio Parkinson Project. I am Antonio Parkinson, and this is like corralling a bunch of baby chickens, man. Y'all should try this sometime.
Petty.
Look, we got my wonderful co-host in the building, Angelica Jelly Woods in the building. Give it up for her. Give her a round of applause.
I don't think I like following up as far as being referred as riling up some baby chickens, but okay, give it up. I'll take it.
Well, you know, it's a tough job, man. It's a tough job trying to
to be controlling.
No, not to be controlling, but to keep us together.
Okay.
Y'all, we already predicted this is going to be an interesting show because Angelica is hangry. And so we know what's coming. So y'all look forward to snap. Yeah, but look, DJ Kojak is on vacation, Angelica.
For what? He ain't did no work. What he need vacation for?
Man, DJ Kojak is like Tommy on Martin, man. He ain't got a job.
What job? He might roll up in here. I don't know. He probably missed his flight. He probably in town.
Nah, he was showing yesterday. Of course, you know how he does. Last time he was missing, he showed up at the October London concert, but he was MIA. But yesterday, you know, I saw on his social media where he was showing the room that he was staying in, wherever it is. It was a nice room.
He had some views.
It was a nice room.
Did he get flued out?
He might have got flued out, huh?
Okay, Kojak got flued out.
Kojak got flued out. Mel, the owner of Memphis Skin Academy is in the building. Y'all give it up for her. Yeah. Look, Angelica, are you going to clap for the guest? Angelica?
Yeah, I was clapping with my mouth. I was telling her she was serving face.
Doing what?
Clapping with my mouth. He gonna clip it. I was giving her compliments. Sorry.
I have no idea what clapping with my mouth means.
I was complimenting her.
Whatever it means, it just sounds.
I received it. Thank you. I was complimenting her in the midst of the claps. I'm sorry.
It's gonna be one of these kind of shows. Mel, you ever been flued out?
Hey, not really.
No, how do you?
What happened when you
really.
When you got stuck in your connect? You turned around.
You know, I ain't never been really flued out. I need the experience there.
What happened then?
Mel,
drove on a road
it looked
trip?
like I'm the one who had to purchase all the flights.
Oh. Look, she like Gail. Mel is like Gail.
You tricking?
No.
Angelica, oh my God.
But you know they say it ain't tricking if you get it.
That's what they say. Look, not the eyebrows. You see it? Did you see her raise out? Do the eyebrows blue? I heard that. Mel is like Gail. You know, Gail. We accuse Gail of fluing them out too. Gail Jones Carson.
You can do that when you're making $600,000 a year. Gail gonna like stop saying that.
Pick and choose your own company.
Yeah, I heard that. Look at Mel.
Boss. We're gonna put boss underneath that name.
Man, yeah. Look. I'm. It's it's a lot of things going on, but Mel, since you are, it's the first time, right? Welcome to the show, first timer.
Okay, so
look at her. Look at her.
There you go. Good class.
Yeah. So Mel, 5 signs that show that your friends are jealous of you.
Well, first of all, the one I do know off top is they're not going to publicly celebrate you. You know, when you get a compliment, they might send you a text message, but they ain't going to put it on them social media platforms for everybody else to see.
Okay, we didn't have that one.
Yeah, it sounds like you experienced that.
Right. I mean, I see it all the time. And I can read through the lines. I see it with other people in their BFF circles, you know?
Yeah.
Angelica, 5 signs that your friends are jealous of you.
They always jokingly throw shade. Girl, I'm just playing. Or how your little business doing? How your little boyfriend?
Everything little.
Everything little about you. That's a shade. Yeah. Ha. Ain't nothing funny. Ain't nothing little about me. Definitely a sign.
Yeah. Or here's one for me. They will listen to all your problems with your boyfriend and then turn around and break him off something.
Okay, now you just had some trifling friends.
Yeah.
Hey, they jealous. That's a sign that they jealous, is it not?
Hold on, but then the person accepts the pass. Can they make a pass and the person don't accept, but they actually go through with it?
Break that down.
Mel, did you get what I'm saying? He said they actually had the action. You said they try to give him your friend something to give.
No, the friend goes behind the other friend's back and going.
Yeah, they complete the action.
Yes.
Oh no, there was no friend. There was no friend.
There wasn't a friend.
It was a jealous friend.
Yeah.
Well, any of your friends that's
I
jealous
wouldn't
of you
even
is not
use
really a friend, don't you think?
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Y'all got
Some
friends that
people-
are jealous of you
Yeah,
that are
because
friends?
some people can't help it. Sometimes there's a spirit.
Can't help it.
They can't help it. You have a spirit of comparison that we talked about that you're robbed of, and you may love somebody, and sometimes you love that person, but then they're living life, they married, they flourishing, and something. Look how you looking at me. Please look how you looking at me. You following me? It creeps on them. They don't understand because they love you, they support you, but they do have that little bit of envy in them that they can't explain.
But there's a difference between jealousy and envy.
What's the
Really?
What's the difference?
There is a difference.
Okay.
between
What's the difference? I didn't know.
Yeah. Jealousy is they want what you have.
Yeah.
That's jealousy. I don't like her because she has this. That's jealousy.
Is
That's a person. Yeah, that's what it is. You know, we're all researching it. Dang, Michelle ain't here.
I
We need.
thought they was the same thing.
Right,
Me
right.
too. We learned
No,
something.
they're
Yeah,
two
right.
different things.
I did not know that. I
Envy-
did not know that at all.
Yeah, envy. You know, you want to. What's up, Tina? What's happening? Look, Tina Tilton in the building. What's
Tina.
up, man? Yeah, but look, yeah. So there is a difference between jealousy and envy, and so you know, there is.
I done got taught something today. But
Well,
okay.
you know, that's what I'm here
Baby,
for. You
me
know?
But I think there's times that it creeps on them, but they don't act on it, if that makes sense. Because there's things that I feel like you envy or are jealous at times.
Envy's like a greater sin.
Okay,
I don't know about that.
Okay, now.
Wait a minute. We
we gotta
got
slide
to
on
repeat
now,
that because
slide
you
on
ain't
in.
become. We got to repeat that because
we're gonna do this
Yeah,
transition.
come on over here.
You know, here
come on
we're
over
gonna,
here.
we're gonna make it work. Okay.
Look, come on over here on 4 since you're chiming in.
Yeah. Look, she said
Hey,
another
look, she's
lip gloss,
wearing
Lord. If you
lip
don't
gloss.
bring your
Man, look,
you don't need
man,
to
please
put
get
my
that
lip
shot,
dry,
Michelle, on
yeah,
4.
right.
Please get that shot on 4, Michelle. We're gonna have to raise
I don't
the
know.
camera
You next to Melanie, so you put that lip gloss on. See, Melanie over there popping.
I need an eyebrow tutorial.
I know. Can
Yours
you do
look
one?
nice.
Thank you. Yours look good, though.
But yours.
Oh, thank
He
you.
said not
I
the
appreciate
eyebrows.
that.
We can talk about eyebrows because we're talking about beauty, health, and beauty.
I'm all in your shot.
You are.
You need somebody in your shot right now. You struggling today.
What-
But look,
Thank you.
okay.
Thank you.
Now, LeContier, first of all, shout out to Tina Tilton. What's the name of the
Tina
station, Tina?
Tilton.
What's the
Okay.
name of the station?
Bumpin'.
Bumpin' 96.3 in the building. Yeah. She came in late. She came in to sit in and watch us do our crazy show, but we're glad you did it. Yeah. But so LeContier. Yeah, first of all, look, y'all. This is y'all first time getting to see LeContier from behind the scenes, right? It's a cameo. Look at it. If you don't know how to act in front of the camera,
The person that Antonio is always yearning for the countdown and the sound,
Lord,
but not taking responsibility for
He ain't
the
gonna take
fact
responsibility.
that, that the problem may indeed be him.
because the countdown is never ever right. You know, it goes from 5, 1, 3.
It's the
2,
equipment.
6.
It's not me, y'all.
Yeah,
It's
right.
the equipment.
Yeah, right.
Antonio's equipment.
Right. But what were you saying? You said that envy is a bigger sin than jealousy.
Yeah, and I
Where you get that
don't
from?
mean to
Did
use
you
the
just
word bigger
freestyle
sin.
it?
No, but you said there's a difference between
And there is.
jealousy and envy. And so jealousy, I think, is a natural characteristic that a lot of people can feel. Like it's very natural to look at something and maybe be perhaps slightly jealous about it. But envious is when you covet it. You gotta have it. Like you hate and you mad. Jealousy is very natural.
You kind of ponder on it.
Envy is like the next step above.
Researcher, Michelle.
Envy is the next step
Pull up the
above.
difference between jealousy and envy because I ain't
All
buying it.
right.
But to all that being said, it doesn't make them a bad friend. They just have internal issues
With jealousy.
Yeah, that's an internal thing.
Jealousy
Doesn't
is
mean
a
they don't love
dangerous-
you.
The most
Envy
dangerous.
makes you a bad.
Jealousy is the most dangerous.
I felt jealous
sin.
of my
Or I
friends
don't want to even talk
before.
about it being sin, but just
Yes.
the most dangerous emotion that is out there.
It is, but
Jealousy
we
has
have
put
it.
more people in jail, more people in the grave.
I think
than
that's
in
envy.
jealousy and pride.
No. Jealousy, oh my God, no, that's not the same thing. This is me being transparent. I had a friend who just told me, she's like, I have to be honest with you guys. for the longest, I have been so jealous of you. And I never knew it until God exposed it. Do I think she wants any ill will? Does she celebrate me? She's whatever of me. Like, we had to tiptoe around certain issues being like eggshell, but that didn't make her no bad friend. But she had internal things that she was dealing with for decisions she made in her life. So if you seeing somebody else, work a job, making X money, or they're married, I'm not married, it's just something natural. It doesn't make them a bad person. Some people just don't know how to apply it, what to do with it. You don't hover, you don't try to act on her or conceive an act because somebody has more than you, whatever. I think that's where a bad friend comes in. But jealousy can actually be a good thing if you use it to motivate you.
Yep.
That's where it can get bad.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
I felt jealous of a friend before. Yeah. Not like in a bad way, like I hated her, but I was going
jealous in a good way.
Yeah, like
and please explain how you're jealous in a good way.
Like Angelica just pointed out, and this is one of my very best friends. Her and I are really still close, but she was having like a lot of success in her career and everything like that. And I was struggling. my ass off as a single mom. And every time I turned around, she had something going on.
Yeah.
So I was jealous of like, damn, things is going right for her. They sucking for me. But I told myself, there's a quote I really love. It's called, want for your brother like you want for yourself. Okay. And I taught myself how to kind of remove those feelings and be happy for her because I want what she has in the best way possible. I wasn't envious.
That's not being jealous. That's being supportive. And the other thing, too, is...
But I felt some kind of way because she was having success and I wasn't.
But the thing is, though, it doesn't mean that you get stuck in jealousy, because you were able to overcome it, right? But the friends that we're talking about, that's like the girl that went down to... remember when she traveled out of the country with her friends and got killed, got beat up and stuff like that?
Yeah.
We're talking about jealousy. We're talking about the ex-boyfriend that you broke up with, and he comes and he's trying to
must have known
domestic violence and trying to harm the new boyfriend. We're talking about jealousy. Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out all this good jealousy that y'all talking about.
It might be a girl
What
thing.
say, Michelle?
It means discontented longing for someone else's advantages, so they hate on your blessings. And jealousy means unpleasant suspicion or apprehension of rivalship. So there's
envy is coveting, like I said. And jealousy is just a natural feeling, emotion.
I'm trying to figure out what that meant in layman's terms. Michelle went to the.
We didn't put up the.
Yeah,
we understood it.
Hey, look to all the people that's watching.
It didn't come out with how Honcho wanted to come out.
It did. Let's ask the people that's watching. To all the people that's watching. First of all, 5 signs that let you know that your friend is jealous of you. Secondly, is there a difference between jealousy and envy? Y'all post in the comments, and we're looking forward to hearing what you got to say, especially you pastors out there. You preacher folks, good preacher folks. Tina Tilton, what's the difference, Tina Tilton? Tina Tilton, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. Don't do that.
See, I liked you. Man. So when you came in, I just you out today,
DJ
baby.
Kojak, where are you, man? I'm surrounded by estrogen.
No, we're not getting Kojak today.
Kojak.
It's getting real today.
Lord,
we ain't doing crickets today.
Yeah, man. Look, but either way, if you're dealing with a friend, hopefully your friends will come clean and. Before they can do something that's damaging, but I always tell people always ask, they say, when you hear people say, man, this person don't like me and it's for no reason. No, it's for a reason. Right. You have something that they want.
Yeah. I tell people, some people don't like you. They feel like the little bit of good in you don't like the big devil in them don't like the little good in you. Mm-hmm. Sometimes there's people who don't like me and have literally no reason not to like me, but my present it's that big devil that don't like that little good. But I have a lot of good. I'm just talking.
Yeah, but there's a reason. It's something you have something that they want. It could be your smile. It could be a watch that they think is expensive, and it could be the cheapest replica that you can find that you got off of 3rd Street. Where you get your jewelry from.
Or you don't know what I did to get this either. So you looking at my Z, you look at A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. And you jealous over something you can't trust me. You don't even want to start at A to get that watch.
Because you may have to get flued out for it.
Exactly.
Right. You had to work for that watch. Right.
But man, I have a question. So with your business, you're very successful businesses. You're very, very successful. So have you ever had to deal with somebody being jealous or calling the folks on? Is it calling the folks cold? Would it be cold people?
Well,
Cold?
let's ask her what her business is first.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Let's start there.
Okay,
Let's start
honcho,
there.
go
Well,
ahead.
because I think we're putting the cart before the horse.
Okay.
That's okay.
You know, so that we can so that
Okay,
people
go ahead.
understand the context of your question.
Right.
Right. So what is it that you do, Mel?
So I do own the Memphis Skin Academy. It's a full cosmetology school. So we have estheticians, cosmetologists, nail techs, manicures, whatever discipline of cosmetology, we teach it. So to just kind of piggyback on what you was asking about, having friends that's jealous, of your successes in the business. Whew, I can go so many ways with that. Like my first class that I and you get the red flags. That's the first thing.
Oh, wait a minute. What are the red flags? Let's talk about that.
So
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
first, let me give you my concrete example.
Okay.
So when I first opened up the school in the end of 2017, I brought along an associate to just kind of come along with me. Let's open up this school. Let's teach it.
That story sounds familiar.
Within the first week, I'm not going to even say a month. It does sound familiar. Within the first week, before we get the students in, the first thing she asked me, well, this is a good thing. Can you help me open up mine? I'm like, wait a minute. First, we got to get this one.
Let me get me first.
What ended up happening was, let's fast forward 3 months later, after that conversation, my first night class, all of it was only about 4 of them, but they quit. And they quit at the same time.
Oh.
And what that showed me was I was the daytime teacher. Daytime students were fine. The nighttime students were dissatisfied. Why were they dissatisfied? She poisoned the group. And a lot of times when stuff don't go the way people think it should go, that's what happened. They'll sabotage you. So you got to be mindful of the sabotage
She
out
acted
there.
on that
Oh,
envy.
yeah,
She acted
definitely.
on the envy.
Definitely.
Did she act on envy or did she act on jealousy?
She might
Both.
she got
I think it was a
both.
little
That
both.
see, now like that was a
Both
bit, she
of
might have
them.
some both of it because
Yeah.
that's it. That's envy.
Yeah, she was trying to
She
destroy
wanted what you
me.
had.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what's sad too though is that is and you know here on the Antonio Parkinson Project we're completely uncut. So you know if you're looking for state representative Antonio Parkinson, you can get him here. If you're looking for state representative Antonio Parkinson, you can get him on the other side too. You're gonna get the same thing. But the thing is it runs so rampant in our communities.
Right.
You know we're always fighting over what can be that doesn't even exist. Not yet. It's going to exist because it's existing for you, but you didn't have it then.
Right.
But they were fighting over your possibility. They were jealous of your possibility. And that's sad that we as a people that we have to we deal with it.
It's not that too, not to interrupt you. It's your biggest mistake where you made the mistake when you was telling the story. Is our problem is, and this is me too, our blessings aren't for everybody.
Right.
And I have this problem. When I get blessed, I want to bring everybody along with me.
Exactly.
But they are not to be brought along.
But that's not a problem.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
well,
Thank you.
but
Thank you.
let-
You know
let-
what?
okay.
You know what? Bumping radio. I'm gonna need you to bump and tell Honcho over here. Yes, it is because when it's not. Because when it's not for other people, it's some things are just for you, and then you run into a situation like that because he let them get rid of themselves. He's like, okay, I'm still gonna give it to you, but they got to move from around you. But I'm like that.
So let me gently push back. You know, on hangry Angelica. You know, because Angelica been snapping at me since I'm the only dude in here today, man. Kojak, man.
I wanna weed so bad. You hear me,
Kojak
y'all?
on site, Kojak, when I see you. But here's the thing though. Here's what I learned is that you have to be exactly who God wired you to be.
Yeah.
And you can't be nothing else, or you're going to be going against the grain of what you were put here for. So if you stop doing that good thing that you were doing, or
No, you missed the point. That went over your head.
no, this is going over your head.
Thank you, Bumpin'.
No.
Thank you,
okay,
Bumpin'.
Let me bring it home.
Bumpin'.
Let me bring it home for you while you over there hollering, bumping. You know, let me bring it home for you. So if God wired you, and this ain't a religious show, but we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna go there since she's taking me there. If God wired you to be a giver,
Yes.
then your job is simply to give, not
No,
to wait a
that's
minute,
not true.
not to account for what they do with your blessing. They have to account for it.
Okay, you
your
missed
job
the
is
mark
simply
again.
to give. What you say, bumping? I can't
You
hear
missed
you.
the mark.
Oh, thank you,
No,
thank you.
that's not out of context.
No, that is the context.
Thank you,
you
Bumpin'.
said
Thank you.
that is the context because you said you were going to cut them off, those people that were whatever they were doing. Did she not say that? Mel, come on, Mel.
Okay, so my thing is this. Like,
What's your
I
thing,
can see
Mel?
it both ways.
Oh, she's the Kojak. She's the new DJ Kojak.
Yeah. You move about that mic, baby. Because the spirit over there on that mic.
Right.
And that ain't right.
What I'm about to say seriously, like a lot of times you do want to kind of share with people, and in that regard, with this particular young lady, I can't help you get on because right now I need you to be an employee of the school. But past that, I think you should be able to share some of your accomplishments. You just got to learn, you got to kind of decipher and determine, like, everybody ain't your assignment. So also everybody is also like, you can share with some people. I thought I heard you say like you can't tell nobody.
No,
you just said some people.
No, everybody can't go.
That's what she said. Everybody can't go.
But the point
your
is,
job is not to worry about that.
That's not true because I'm a natural giver. So you didn't know that's not even true.
Yeah,
but
you've
what
been
I had
giving
to
me hell
learn,
all day.
what I've done.
You've been staying in your lane, giving me hell.
Because you're not right. Listen, I'm a natural giver, and I had to learn this because I will give, and give. I'm serious. You talking about financial person? I'm talking about my time. I give. But with stewardship, it comes with accountability because everybody that you're sowing and giving to is not supposed to get it from you, or it's not time for you to do it because you can hinder what's being done. You don't see behind the scenes. So this is what I had to do. So I'll give an example. You have a relative that's always asking for something and they're not responsible with their money, but you give, and you sow, and you're causing enabling. And God can be trying to teach them a lesson, but it's like, okay, I can't really do what I need to do and get them to where they really need to be because you keep stepping away with your giving. So who's telling you to give? It's like, I'm a natural giver, but am I telling you to give or are you giving out of self? That's the biggest thing. Are you giving because you were told to give or are you giving out of self? Yes, you're a giver, but you have to make sure you're not giving out of self because sometimes we just do it because we nice and we want to do it, but are you giving for the right reasons?
Yeah, and thank you, Angelica, for that long soliloquy. I want you to give me a break. And
Bye.
Look, real quick before we go to break, I do want to shout out to Diamond Clay Walker, who's actually chiming in from Houston. He said, an envious person wants what you have, and sometimes they'll destroy your character or you to get it. He said that's his opinion. He's full of opinions. Yeah, shout out to Robert Lee. Robert Lee said, resentment against a rival, a person enjoying success or advantage, etc., or against another success or advantage itself, jealousy. Okay. Yeah, y'all keep on chiming in. Look, when we come back, hey, Mel is in the beauty business.
Yes,
and we are going to talk about black folks and beauty and whether or not we are taking it too far. We're going to be talking BBLs. We're going to be talking about noses. We're going to be talking about changes in the body. So stick around, stay. You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project. We'll be right back.
Grab a bag with a roller, grab your cup and let pour up. They didn't want us round it first, but now they act like they know what. Hey, but they show love, yeah, we show out when we show up. I don't even do the liquor, that shit might make me throw up. But we turned up, this the after party. Shit grabbing on my body. White girl got a bottle in the club, and that going all it. Turned up in a wreck the party. We just brought out everybody. No, we got our have some fun. We at the after party.
Hey, this is Memphis Mayor Paul Young, and you are watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
So Mel, you know, you the queen of cosmetology in the market, right?
Right.
Nichelle. Mel, how many do you have? Are you licensed? What areas of cosmetology are you licensed in? Just full cos. Full cos.
So everything with the exception of barbering.
Everything with and are you an instructor also?
Yes.
Okay,
Have been since 2009.
Man, I started to run out of it. Did you hear how she answered that? Angela, she's like,
you were thought, yeah.
Right, the nerve.
Right. You know, I like to put on there, just sound a little bit more professional when I add master educator.
You better speak that. What? When you had what? Say it again.
Master educator.
Come on now, not just any educator, but
Right.
master educator. Right. And so, I'm truly thankful. I grew up in the business, right? In the salon. And my mom was a stylist. My daughter's a stylist. My other daughter went to college school. She just didn't go take the test, but it's in our blood. And that's what happens. Am I correct?
Right.
Yeah. Is there anybody else that's generational that did hair or was in the beauty industry, whether in the kitchen or in professionally?
Well, actually, yes, my aunt on my dad's side.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got it honestly. Okay.
And I don't know. I did corporate America for probably about 8 years.
Really?
And, oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. And was in management. And it was a job. Honestly, I hated it.
What did you do?
I actually worked for a Fortune 500 company. I ain't gonna put their name out there.
They ain't
But
get
like
that plug.
areas, nah, not off me. But when I would turn on that street to go to work, I was literally getting sick. And I tell everybody this story. They had, in 2009, because that's when I got my instructor license, they had to literally terminate me. And that's probably about the best thing they could have done, because it made me go and pursue my instructor's license.
Your purpose.
Right.
Your
You
car.
know, that's interesting, because remember when Gail was on the show, remember Gail said they force fired her and told her that, look, you can't stay here because you're bigger than this, you're better than this, you need to go on other things. And so interesting commentary, because I posted on Facebook one time about sometimes, and y'all remember when we used to be on the monkey bars, right? That's too unsafe for kids nowadays, right? But we used to be on the monkey bars, hold on to the monkey bar, swing to the next one, swing to the next one, right? And I'm visual, so I had this, I got this thought from, I guess from God, right? But it was one of these things. Well, not just follow this. It'll make sense. It's one of these things, like, sometimes we hold on to things as a security, right? And because we're scared to let go of the bars, even though the ground is only 6 inches below your feet, but we're scared, right? And but the more we hold on to these bars or to that thing, corporate America, the more calloused our hands get, the more painful it is, right? And then God comes along and he pries your fingers off these bars to the last pinky is left.
Right.
And then he finally pries that one off, blink, and then guess what? You fall, but you hit the ground and you're standing up straight.
Right.
And that's exactly what happens. Look at the Conte. The Conte. Did I get you on that one, Look Conte? Yeah.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
But that's real though. And a lot of times we're holding on to things that are our security blanket, right? Out of fear.
Right.
Of letting go, right? And there's a whole entire world of success that is out there for you, but you were scared and the Lord had to force you out of it.
Right.
Boyfriends and girlfriends, husbands, jobs, right? Friendships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
We get too comfortable, I believe.
We get too comfortable and stay in that same situation, even though it's painful to us.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. But that's good stuff though, Mel.
Yeah.
So you got kicked out. They kicked you out. They literally, you need to go back and thank that person.
I want to
look, she kicked you into your purpose.
And then when I started even working with my first job as the instructor and a junior instructor at that, I was making more money as a manager, supervisor or management at a Fortune 500 company. Then now, every day I wake up, every job that I got besides the school and the beauty salon, I wake up every day and I love what I do. And that's what helps me get up. I don't have a headache or anything. So I always tell people, work a job that you like. You got to love it. You got to enjoy it. If you just going for a check, that's draining. I don't care how much they pay. If you're not happy, you can't stay.
Yeah. But it's not work if you're doing what you love, right?
It's not.
It's not work. I love doing this. That's why I love coming to do this, right? Because it's not work to me because I love doing it.
Going on Monday and say,
my cigarette. Is that my cigarette?
Like, this your cigarette. This is your Zen moment.
Go on Monday and tell Mel I need to quit my job. There y'all go.
Hey, now you gotta make it make
You looking for a sign? This is your sign. I'm just joking.
Hey, real talk though. Mel brought me into her students, at Skin Academy, and they did a facial. I hadn't had a facial in probably 1,000 years. You had one too, right?
We just went the other weekend.
Hey, them students, the bomb though. Them students are, man. They look. I don't know, man. My cells was like jumping out. They were rejuvenated.
Well, they said I had. They gave me compliments on my skin, and they said that I had Nichelle didn't, and they said I had
you got pretty skin, Angelica. Come on.
I had small pores. I didn't know what that meant on the sheet. I'm like, what is a pore? She's like, yours is very small. So I think they're very educated and aware.
They knew that. They knew their shit.
Yeah, and professional.
They knew their shit. Yeah.
Waited on you, walked you to your to the table.
Right.
Make sure you was comfortable. Make sure you had no allergies. Even some of the questions about the products I use, I'm like, I don't know, down to the details. So you're doing a great job.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that.
Thank you.
I have a question. So out of all the things that they learn, I'm assuming that professionalism falls in that category somewhere.
Absolutely.
It's at the heart of the work. And, right now I go to a lot of different people, like small business owners, like for nails, lashes, so forth and so on. And I'm happy for a lot of these Black women that I go to for starting their own businesses and doing their own things, but a lot of them lack professionalism. Like if you go on their little sites, and
Look at the little one of your friends like
I didn't go and shade.
One of your friends like
On their Canva made sites, I am throwing shade. Okay. On this site, you better make sure it's a good one. Got 20 million rules. I'm getting cussed out in all the rules.
Yeah.
It's spelling errors. It's just all types of things. You go there, they
Hey,
lay.
that's why they need to pull up to Tailored Communications Black Market Strategy. So we can have them. What's your question though?
My question is- sorry, I know I had to go all the I wanted her to feel me. Yeah. Yeah. What do you think is causing this lack of professionalism? Is it training? Like, and how do you teach your students like not to be that way?
Okay, so the first thing what I believe and what I know, social media is influencing a lot of this unprofessional behavior because they're seeing what other people are doing and they're looking at, okay, if she got a booking site and she got 9 rules, let me copy and paste her same grammatical mistakes and let me add number 10 and 11 on there. So they're doing all of this. So how I kind of debunk it in this way with my students. Just because you got all of these sites with these rules, it still don't mean a hill of beans. It don't hold up in court.
Right.
What lawyer looked over this and said, okay, this is a legal binding contract? You'll be actually causing yourself to lose a lot of clients. Because me personally, I guess I come from an older school, meaning I'm not going on a booking site. If I done called you and you done answered the phone, you need to go and put me in the book.
But Mel, wait a minute now. You know, because I have,
you don't went too far,
right?
man.
I have a 90.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
I have a 19-year-old, and she is killing the game. Shout out to Kirsten Parkinson.
You're not
Taylor's
no
Extreme Esteem. Let me get some money from her. Tell her she's sponsored. Right. She's not using it, but she's not using booking site. But Instagram is where her appointments come from.
Yeah.
And when I say she booked a month, she's a month out.
Can I say this though? Yes, your daughter is a beast. But the problem is, people.
What the
you can
problem
make
is?
you. I'm sorry. Let me use my correct grammar.
Oh Lord have mercy.
But anyway, the problem is, that people get so wrapped. I can make anything look beautiful right now. Okay.
Right.
But the biggest thing that people don't take pride, like my husband says, people are your walking billboards.
Right.
Baby, you can fix and make it look glamorized, do a shot, and you walking around and their head jacked up. Like, but a lot of people don't have quality. I know your daughter do. Okay, we know she a beast. He looking like. But people, they get stuck on what it looked like instead of taking that time to make it look good in person. And then, like this is what my husband said also, like they are focused on getting those followers. But if you have good work, I'm not against social media, people will come anyways. It's old school.
But it's a slower process.
It's slower, but it's going to be like,
because
who did your hair? But then when they do that, they do need a page to go to, she on IG and look at the work.
But y'all got to be respectful of this new generation.
Right, but there's nothing wrong with using social media marketing. That's not what we're talking about.
Let me go back. Let me finish what I was saying. Because alongside of the school, I actually do. I have salon clients, and there's no way I can keep up with everything. So I have a booking site. Booking site. I mean, because like I got it too because I forget stuff, so I can put it on you to make it like you can get the book. But what I'm saying with the booking sites is the way that they're tailoring them and what they're doing. Like if you were coming to me and you book, I don't want you to pay your whole money up front because something may happen on my end. And they're doing this on these booking sites. They're asking for deposits. In your case, we was kind of chatting a little bit earlier. If life happens, life be life.
But Mel, but speaking of that, this takes us into soft skills, and I'm looking at this clock because there's some other stuff we gotta get to. No, we're not over yet. But takes us into soft skills. Part of the problem is, part of the issue is the fact that you book, and then either the person shows up late or the stylist shows up late, and then that's part of the reason also why these Koreans are getting most of the black hair and black nail business. So
I never had a Korean. Oh, you mean like buying stuff from their store? I'm like, I ain't never had a Korean do my hair.
Tell me you ain't been to the beauty supply store.
Oh yeah.
Look, he's stroking beauty supply hair right now.
This is my hair.
Don't come for
I'm coming for all of y'all.
This is my hair.
Kojak ain't here. So you don't get your nails done with the Koreans?
I don't. I do. I do.
My nail tech is a black
You
girl.
do?
I started
tooth
black.
routine?
I started black.
Hey. But look,
Dr. AC, I
this
can't
could
wait
be
to
a
get you
whole
on the show.
nother
Dr.
Started black.
Eyelash girl is a black girl. Makeup is a black girl.
Okay.
Nails is a black girl.
That's gonna be a clip.
but-
My
but-
eyebrow tendon, black girl.
But you go to the beauty supply store and get your.
I do go to the beauty supply store.
Right.
But they got black
Look how
owned
Mel look.
beauty supply
Please get that
stores.
shot in the shell. Please get that shot there.
They
Please.
got black owned beauty supply stores.
But we need to be
So-
we need to be supporting them.
We do, because they have them here in Memphis.
But we need to be supporting them. Look. Please get Angela. Please get that shot.
I'm just
look.
confused. Okay, I'm just
Look, I want these faces because look, we got to. How is it that another ethnicity controls the distribution for hair care products
But
for
there's
black
a history
hair?
behind that with the Asians. It's because at one point in time, I don't think this happened a long, long time ago, maybe the 40s,
educate
50s.
them. Educate them,
I read
Tom,
about it before. The Asians were able to come in and dominate the market because nobody else was willing to do it. And the black people had no ability to really help.
I can't wait till Dr. AC get up here because it's
Brenda, he
because
ready now.
it's because look, Dr. AC biting at the bits. It's because we allow anybody in our communities to sell to us, and we will go to them instead of going to the black person that might have it, and it costs $1
I don't think
more.
that's completely true.
Okay, but I can't wait to talk
I
to that.
think that
But
the Asians were able to corner and dominate the market. And
a black hair.
Yes,
It's
because
your
nobody
hair.
else was willing to do it.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Mel.
Mel said she's
Mel.
on her phone. She
So
ain't
with
gonna-
Mel, we're talking about the beauty industry. So and look, y'all, those of you that are watching live, y'all make sure y'all chime in. But Mel, let's talk about let's segue just a little bit more to in the beauty industry. You know, our people, you know, BBLs and nose jobs and this, that, and
we
other
gonna never get off
is
this.
huge business. You know, and my thing is, you know, if the legs don't fit, you must quit. Right. And so our people are now, you know, changing their body structure, spending a lot of money.
Right.
A lot of money. You know, how much does a BBL cost now? Anybody know? Any of you?
Nowadays it's what? Well, and I'm gonna tell you why I know. I got about 6 of them in my school right now, and everybody sit on pillows.
They got BBLs?
I see somebody.
Do you
come
talk
to
about the
restaurant,
students?
sit on a pillow.
Yeah.
Oh, they got money. You get refund.
So I'm thinking they got them. They got them now where they go and they do like buddy passes in like Miami. So about like 5,000 or 6,000 now, depending on where you go.
You can finance it now.
Shocked.
That's what helps a lot
You
of
can
people. They
find.
finance.
You said
You
that's
can
what
finance
helps a lot of people.
Yeah, you can finance your surgery.
Can you Klarna?
Yeah.
Can you Klarna?
But let me ask y'all this, and I'm sorry if anybody here has a BBL. I don't know. You know,
Who cares? They don't care.
I mean, you know, I just want to set. I
look
need
and
to
tell
put
I
the
don't got
disclaimer
one,
out.
so.
I need to put the
I ain't got one.
disclaimer out. You know, but what is it about? What does it say about the individuals? Easy, Angelica. You got food to eat.
Okay.
What does it say though about the person to that if they and y'all don't run me off of rakes and pitchforks, please. This is an innocent
the
question.
Make sure you cut this part.
Look, I'm scared to ask it,
Like he told
but
you.
right, I'm scared to ask it.
Come on
Right,
with it.
but you know, the fact that we're going out spending all of this money, you know, to change us structurally, what does that say? What's the reasoning behind that? Is it just because it's trendy? Is it because, you know, it improves your self-esteem? And who is the market for you to go and get a BBL, change your hindquarters? Who is the market? Who do you want to see that?
Well, I do believe it have a lot to do with self. And you know, my thing is some people do want to like, especially now, and it's affordable now. And they're seeing it. They seeing the girls on the TV. They seeing this where the balls and the people with the money
it's
going
representation.
towards. So they're thinking that this is how they're gonna get a come up.
Yeah.
Damn.
Or what's wrong with taking the fat out of your stomach
From my mom and
and
moving
transferring it somewhere else?
Yeah.
Like getting your belly flat. Like, what is wrong with
Let's
that?
see.
But your belly gonna be big again. But go ahead though.
No,
See,
it's not when they
that
remove
part.
the fat
But see,
cell.
no, because it comes back if you don't change the
Hey,
behavior that got it there.
Right.
See, they don't tell that part. They don't tell you that in the contract. Like, baby, you're gonna be back on this table.
Well, they do tell you though.
You see, I'm eating these
They tell you to
wings.
take
I'm
care of
gonna be
yourself.
back on that
See, the
table.
thing is with the BBL and the it's like everybody say BBL and black girls and like cosmetic surgery is new, but these white people been doing it forever.
But that's part of the problem is that we follow European ideas of what beauty is.
Yeah.
And
No, because BBL is not the.
Think about eyebrows.
Baby, your hair is not naturally straight.
Thin eyebrows.
And I'm not knocking you, LeContier, but I'm just saying. But I'm just saying we follow the European version of what beauty is, and we are the most beautiful race God has created.
Well, and now let me tell you.
Well, yeah, you gonna let Mel say what she got to say. Go ahead, Mel.
Because now what I've seen is a lot of times like we'll take it to like the men.
What the men doing? What they doing?
Basketball players and all of that. When they make a little change, where they go?
Baby, we ain't ready. It's gonna be
probably why they
96.3 done stay over there snapping fingers.
Probably why they feel like, okay, I'm gonna go to the white lady, and then the black lady looking at like, okay, what the white lady done to herself that I may need to do.
But all the black women in
Mel came out of her shell on that one.
I'll tell you what to tell them. You can tell them to kiss.
But none of the black women in here, to me, in this room, look the same. Nichelle has locks. Angelica has twists. I have whatever I have. I don't know. Mel has some blonde in her hair, and then there's some other people here, and it's short. Like, this is versatile.
Yeah.
Why can't we have these different looks?
But I'm gonna tell you something though. Before we end the segment, I thank God that we have embraced our natural hair again. That women have embraced natural. And I remember when who was it? Was it Chris Rock came out with the show with the documentary Good Hair? And I was like, man, hallelujah, right? Because I just think us in our natural form is the most.
I don't believe that.
Beautiful thing
That's my dad.
God gifted this earth.
Let somebody walk in here with their edges all undone and all that. It'll be somebody. Maybe not you, but I seen this with black women. Just being themselves, hair is done, but it's not combed the way somebody thinks it should be. And somebody's coming. Like Blue Ivy is a good example of that. When Beyonce and Jay-Z had her very natural looking, and people came at them for the longest.
But you know what? The problem that they have with Blue Ivy and the way she looked is not Blue Ivy's problem. That's their problem. And they have an issue that they need to resolve because they have an issue with this woman and this baby in her natural form. But one thing they can't say, our people are gorgeous. And we look nappy edges, but at least they got edges.
I got edges.
So look,
edges.
Right, I'm telling you, because people doing drive-by edge snatching around here right now.
Really?
So Mel, how can they get in touch with you? Lay it all out. So we're about 5 minutes over this segment. Lay it all out.
So we are on all social media handles. We're Facebook under the Memphis Skin Academy. We're under the Memphis Skin on Instagram, and we also have a TikTok. I don't really man that. Another one of my teachers do that, but I'm pretty sure it's under the Memphis Skin Academy as well. You can phone us at 901-805-8110, or you can also check us out on our website at www.thememphisskinacademy.com.
What's that number again? And Nichelle, put that in the live. What's that number again?
It's 901-805-8110.
When's open enrollment?
Open enrollment, we actually, we're on a round robin setup now. So what that means is I was doing two classes a year, but we've gotten so many students that want to enroll. So we kind of do it on a monthly basis.
That's awesome.
So if they call us to enroll, also if the public need any kind of services, right now we don't have any hair services that we're offering to the public because students are not ready, but any kind of makeup application, facials, any kind of eyelash extensions, because we have that newest bill too, thanks to Representative Parkinson.
Okay.
So, these ladies like these mink lashes, so we're doing those too. And all of our services we offer at a discounted rate. So whatever the professionals charge, students do them at pretty much half of their cost.
But this is important to know. Who's the first to open a lashing school in the state of Tennessee?
That would be the Memphis Skin Academy.
Come on, right? And that came about because a law was passed by this good state representative, this great state representative, Antonio Parkinson.
Today we've licensed 10.
Woo! Yeah. Wait a minute, but that's important to note. Now, so these babies have been licensed to do lashes, and lashing is $1 billion industry. Billion with a B.
Right.
And now they will be able to open up their own businesses. So what she's doing is she is a business that breeds businesses.
Right.
Okay.
Come on, man. Y'all better get that.
y'all, it's Tammy Sawyer. You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
So welcome back to the Antonio Parkinson Project. I am Antonio Parkinson. We got all kind of stuff happening.
We really do.
Look, Doc, Yvonne over there eating wings. Doc Ace is trying to adjust the microphone. LaConte is saying her hair is straight for a reason. And Angelica, she's not hangry anymore.
I'm minding my
and
business.
Tina Chilton is in the building. Y'all give it up for Tina Chilton. Barber 96.3 in the building. Right, who's helping with the production. Michelle with the countdown. I don't know. We got a countdown challenge happening with Nichelle and LaContier.
They both lose.
they both.
I'm joking to
Top shade.
I'm
Angelica
joking.
with shade.
I'm joking,
But
Michelle.
have y'all noticed the difference in Angelica's attitude, though? Real talk, seriously.
No, but can y'all fix that shot over? Because y'all can get her over this.
But look. Oh, we getting Yvonne eating them wings.
Okay, yeah, y'all
Yvonne,
gonna
Yvonne, eat your
y'all
wings,
not
baby.
gonna do. Y'all not gonna do her.
Baby, eat your wings with your pink and green, baby.
Decked out, baby.
Right.
Right,
AKA to the
As long as
fullest.
she's eating, that's all right.
Look.
I that love you. That's so sweet.
Doc Ace, that's what I'm talking about.
What she's eating.
Right. Step up to that mic, Doc. Step up to that mic.
The bone.
Step up to that mic, Doc, so they can hear you.
He said, long as you eat the bone.
Dr. Ace just told me, nah, y'all pull his seat up for Yvonne, because that's my rider.
I heard that.
Right, come on, Doc. Give it up for Dr. Ace in the
Thank
building.
you. Thank you very much.
We are excited. Dr. Ace, look, I'm going to let you jump in there, man. So, African April is coming up. What's our dates? What we doing this year?
African April, for those who might not know, African April started 37 years ago. And each year we honor an African country and celebrate it through the windows of the arts. Arts, dance, food, music, cuisine, everything you can imagine. We put it together and invite people for 3 days. Well, maybe more than 3, 4 days. We have an international entrepreneurs luncheon at the Holiday Inn University of Memphis on this year, the 17th of April. And we honor an executive of the year, a person that exemplifies African-American history and studies and doing great in the community business-wise. And this year's executive director of the is none other than, let me be your voice, Henry, finish it for me, Henry E. Reeves. Henry E. Reeves. Henry E. Reeves.
Hey, man, we want to get him on the show.
From Orange Mound, Tennessee, where I'm from.
Man, I love
Henry Reeves.
I love his marketing. Henry Reeves.
Henry Reeves.
If you are watching, we want your ass on the show. Pull up. We want you on the show.
You know he's a Q now. He's a Q now. Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. You know.
All right, man, he's dope though, man. And he is pulling in that market share, for representing people legally. Am I correct?
Oh, absolutely. As I was listening here, what we have to do as the people, we have to respect and support ourselves. I'll get into a little more about that. But Henry Reeves is totally Afrocentric, and he's doing something for our people, and he don't want to talk about it. He's showing it. He's getting his hair braided. He's doing what he's supposed to do, and he don't get back off of it.
What's that? Right, he getting his hair braided.
Look, he's doing what he's supposed to do.
That's right.
With no shame.
That's right. Hey,
No shame in his game.
No shame in his game.
He's all about the people. About
That's
not
right.
about himself. Like so many people I heard y'all talking. Right about me. You know, about what you do is what's important. It's not how you look.
Yeah.
It's what you do. That people will
And how you look is what you do.
You
That's
don't have
profound.
to shine the light on yourself.
Yeah.
If you do the work, it'll shine on you.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Well, we live in an instant world.
Yep.
Instant coffee, instant
Microwave.
this, instant that.
Yeah.
Everybody want it, but they don't know nothing. They can't process the information.
Baby,
They're
you
getting
gotta
it too
preach.
fast and it's changing. In our day, we had to read.
Not the R-E-A-D.
We had to read everything. I learned how to read my house in Orange Mound. We were poor in Orange Mound, right? I was a baby of 6 people. I was a baby boy. My father died when I was 1. But I had significant others around me. My brothers, the whole community, took care of the whole village to raise the child. They raised us. We couldn't do curse around old people, couldn't do anything. And my point is, we had a house, it's still there now. We had a house that didn't have no sheetrock inside. And the wind would come through the walls. So we had to wear those stocking caps to keep from freezing. So, but we had newspapers. And Mama got some flour, mixed some paste, and pasted the wall with newspaper. So I had to stand up and read. No, that's just a side, but I had to read. But anyway.
But Doc, that says something though. I've always said, and I think I coined this phrase. Poverty breeds innovation. But you, I mean, did you really hear what he just said though?
Yeah, I did.
He said, Mama got some flour and some water and paste because it was cold.
Insulation.
She put newspaper up to insulate, and they had to read the papers on the wall.
Yeah.
Yes.
Poverty breeds innovation.
Your mama was wise. She said, y'all ain't bothering her. Y'all gonna read these papers and leave me alone.
Man,
she was wise.
Absolutely.
Hey man, but that helped you in the long run, right?
Oh yeah, it helped me, and I have to just fast forward a little. I went to Melrose High School. I finished in 1956. Melrose High School. Those teachers loved us. They loved us. They taught us, and they said, if you want to be like the rest of the white people that wasn't treating us too nice, or anybody that's successful, you got to run faster, you got to read more, you got to be more intelligent, and they taught us. I mean, I was reading Old English in the 9th grade. Come on. It said, look, I had an English teacher named Miss Reed, and she was teaching literature. Man, and the principal, Lloyd Campbell, he'd come by and look in every window and make sure everybody was there. So that Miss Reed used to, we were studying Julius Caesar, and she was animated. She'd get on the top of the desk and all that stuff. So if you was late getting to her class, man, I was late, knocked on that door, she let me in, I went straight to the front of the board. I don't know what question coming. She said, what did Julius Caesar say to Brutus? Eat two brute.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, you were ready though, right?
I was ready.
You were ready. Ete tu brute. You know what that means, Angelica?
No, don't
That
ask
means
me.
you too, Brutus? You selling me out too?
Yeah.
We were just talking about selling out.
Well, hey, really?
Envy.
Yes, sir.
Envy,
We were just talking about
that's a
envy.
whole
Yeah.
nother That's a whole nother subject. But anyway, I don't want to monopolize the conversation.
That's what you're here for.
Yeah. But I got my right hand. She's the smart person in the family. Yeah, I just talk about it.
Yvonne, we see you, Yvonne. She's so pretty. She's so precious.
Sitting
We
real
love
pretty,
Yvonne.
okay?
Hey, but Dr. AC, you also were the over African American studies at the University of Memphis, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So tell us about that. Tell us a little bit about that.
Let me give a quick brief history. I graduated from Melrose in 1956, and since I was a baby, my father died when I was 1. My mother never remarried, took care of all of us. I worked all the time. I was throwing papers, doing everything. So work to me wasn't no chore. It was what I desired to do. Anyway, I worked at the University Club. I went to Melrose High School, had great teachers, all great teachers. And I was a pretty good athlete. I could run, play football, in the playground, but skate and all that stuff. So my basketball coach, never will forget his name, Frank Lewis, played with the Globetrotters and Tennessee State University. And he asked me, he saw me playing in the gym, said, play for me during this tournament, I'll get you a scholarship to college. Never thought I was going to college. Didn't have any money, didn't even really think I was that smart. So I played, and we came in second. Okay, I graduated in Orange Mound from Melrose and went up to the swimming pool. We had a 10-foot swimming pool about 3 blocks from my house, straight up the street. And guess who the manager of the pool? Frank Lewis. He said, where have you been? I've been looking for you. Get over to Lemoyne. They got a scholarship for you. Oh. I said, well, are you for real? He said, yeah, I told you I would do it. All right, oh my God. Well, I said, so I get over there playing basketball with the mayor for life, Marion Barry, Dr. Harrington, Cleophas Hudson.
Marion Barry?
Yes, sir. Well,
Washington, D.C. mayor?
Yes, sir. That Marion Barry. My wife got a story about them. We boycotting anyway. We were boycotting Goldsmith anyway. So anyway, I get over to Lemoyne and ran track, swimming pool, swimming and basketball and all that stuff. And couldn't keep up that scholarship. But I met her. Best thing ever happened to me, looked to Lemoyne, I met my wife.
Woo, give it up for Yvonne. Hey, Angelica loved that, man.
Best thing ever happened to me.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
I heard that Dr. King was coming to Washington, D.C., at the I Have a Dream speech, we had been involved with Maxine Smith and marching and protesting Goldsmith with Marion Barry and everybody. We had Lemoyne. I said, I'm going. And the company commander said, no soldier could go to that march because you government property. I was the first one out on the highway.
Man, what?
Send me to the stockade. I'm going to hear Martin.
Hey, man.
And God, I was
y'all
there.
give it up for that. Hold on.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's history.
Look,
Right
hey,
there.
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
That's dope.
I was there to hear Martin do the 1963 speech. Bus picked me up and took me on up the road to D.C. Saw that, got out the Vietnam era, and I needed 2 more years of college.
Wait a minute, Doc. Okay. Doc, I got to slow you down a little bit. So let's go back to D.C. You got there for the King's speech.
Yes, sir.
And tell us about that. Put us, Dr. AC.
Look. Okay.
Dr. AC, put us in that space so we can live it with you.
Thank you very much. When I got on that highway, buses were coming from New Jersey, everywhere, New York, going to the march. And King and all the guys had organized it with the union and everything. So I had my civilian clothes on. So I get there. I might have been at the 250,000 people assembled around that reflection pool in the shadow of Abraham Lincoln.
Wow.
250,000.
How old were you, Dr. AC?
24, 3,
20,
something
okay,
like
right,
that.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. So,
Young man.
yeah, and I had been involved in the movement, my wife and I, with Maxine Smith and Sugarman, old daddy, and everybody marching and protesting. So, man, Dr. King said, we've come to Washington to cash a check. They came back marked insufficient funds, but I refused the Bank of Justice is bankrupt. So we come to cash that check that will give us on demand all we come from. So we here to cash that check. That was part of that. Then he said, well, we come from Mississippi, hot sweltering days, but go back to Mississippi, where the governor having his lips dripping with the words of nullification and imposition. Go back to the South, where we're being lynched and killed. Go back to South and continue to fight. So, long story short, King said in the end, let justice roll down like a mighty stream. I won't quote the whole speech. Mighty stream. One day, my children will not be judged by the content of their character, but not color of their skin, but by the content of their character. Oh, it's cold. Y'all listen to that.
And you was there.
I was there.
Interestingly enough, we're here today live, because this is live, and on the anniversary of the day after Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was killed in Memphis.
Absolutely. My wife was down there and went on the marches, the first thing they had down in Washington, D.C. They seeded the cloud and it rained like I don't know what in D.C. the first time. But anyway, that didn't stop us. So anyway, I was at that speech. I heard that, and I just skipped forward. I was at the last speech. It wasn't at Claiborne Temple. It was at Mason Temple. Mason Temple. It was lightning, thunder, and we were almost down there when he got shot the next day. We had been protesting in the street. King had all his people in town. And so we said, we're going to head on home. It's getting late. But before, King, let me get back to the speech right now. We was at Mason Temple. It was lightning, thunder. There's a tornado warning in Memphis. The place was literally packed because King was coming to speak. He was scheduled to speak at Mason Temple, not Claiborne. And, man, King hadn't shown up. Jesse Jackson was there and all the lawyers in Memphis. Everybody that was anybody there. My wife and I was sitting out in there, high school choirs, everybody. So after about an hour, Abernathy called the hotel, Lorraine. I said, Doc, you got to get down here. These people waiting on you. He said, I don't know it. It was lightning and thunder. Man, King came down there through that side door. When he stepped in that room, it was a thundering round of applause. Thundering around of applause.
Wow.
And he got up, and Abernathy got up and said, well, it's late. We're an hour and a half late. And I've got to introduce Dr. King. But I want to take my time. I'm going somewhere. I want to take my time to properly introduce Dr. King. And he took about 6 minutes. Hello. Totally unusual. King stepped to that program and said, I'm happy to be here. And if I was standing with God Almighty, and he asked me, Martin, what period in history would you want to live? He said, that's a strange thing. The world is all messed up. But I'd take my mental flight by Egypt and watch all the beauty and aesthetics was there, but I wouldn't stop there. I'd even go by the place, the Habitat, from whom I'm named after, Martin Luther, and watch him tack his 90 theses on the door of Wittenberg. I wouldn't stop there. I'd even go and watch Abraham Lincoln finally have to sign the Emancipation Proclamation. But I wouldn't stop there.
Finally.
I just thank God, if you allow me to live a few days in the 20th century, I would be happy. Oh, man, he went on. He didn't have any notes or nothing now. There wasn't no prepared speech. And King said, the whole purpose of him being here was to help the sanitation workers. So King said, when I was trying my first book, I was sitting down, and a lady asked me, all I heard was, "Are you Dr. King?" He said, "Yes." He said, next thing I felt something beating on my chest, and I had been stabbed with a letter opening by some demented black woman. Wow. They rushed me to Harlem Hospital and finally removed the blade. It was 1 inch from my aorta, and if I had sneezed, I would have died.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Yeah, you being here just incredible for me. Yeah, you know, because you know, everybody that was a witness to this stuff is not around anymore, right? Absolutely. Man, but Dr. AC, you know, first of all, I mean, have you ever just really just step back and absorb the fact that you were a witness to this stuff?
Yes, I have, and yeah. Reverend Kyles, Jesse Jackson.
I was a witness.
And
I think that was an outcome. Go ahead.
And
step up to your mic, Dr.
Yeah, the thing is, when you do something, you just do it because it's the right thing to do. Yeah. You don't look for praise. We never have been bragged about nothing. We just do it. Yeah. See, if you some people can't see the forest for the trees, and all they're looking at is the trees. But I see a shopping center. I see a hotel. Hello. So anything you can dream, you can do. Yes. So you have to have it in your head, not in your body, what you look like. That ain't about nothing. Yeah. It's just anybody can change that. Now with this new stuff, you might look like Frankenstein.
We were just talking about that earlier, right?
Whatever.
Not Frankenstein.
No, with the Wolfman there. About the Wolfman.
Dr. AC, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. So we got to touch on, you know, and I had a chance to sit down, you know, spend 4 hours with Reverend Al Sharpton. Mm-hmm. Right, he came to Memphis, and somebody asked me, "Hey man, look, just come hang with Reverend Al because I can't be there. I got to disappear." Greg Grant, as a matter of fact, Greg, shout out to Greg Grant. Greg Grant said, "Man, come sit with the Rev because I got to disappear for about 4 hours, man, and then I'll be back." I said, "Shoot, hell yeah, I'm with it." Man, Al Sharpton had so much knowledge for me. Things, and it's the stories that. Excuse me, it's the stories that are not told in the books, right? That's why your value is so incredible to me for you to be here, right? Because you know you were a witness to it. But let me ask you this. The factions. You know, we had factions back then. Explain to the people how you know it wasn't all rosy with Dr. King. Everybody, all of the black folks didn't support Dr. King. Am I correct in that?
Oh, you correct. See, you have to go back and look at the Negro, I call them Negro preachers. Negro preachers doing all right, getting the house paid for, cars, all this stuff. They were comfortable with not raising the questions, okay? And it took somebody like Dr. Martin Luther King. Oh, it was rougher than what it is now. But for the racism, segregation, gerrymandering, you name it, you can call the roll. But what back in the day, we had to do something, had to put our lives on the line for a cause. And like my wife said, not be caused. Hello.
Come on.
For a cause, not be caused.
Not for applause.
And not for applause.
Not for applause, but for a cause.
Yeah. So when and I'm gonna let Yvonne jump in on this. I ain't gonna let her do nothing because I can't do that. No, she her own boss. But look, we are 47 years. Come on. But anyway, almost forgot my thought.
Yeah.
So
the factions.
Yeah, the factions. Well, the preachers
The doubters.
and the doubters
Haters.
and the haters, they didn't want to march.
The agitators.
And the educators, because they got hired by the university, and I was working at I was different. Not so much about me, but I didn't mind speaking out. They could fire me if they wanted, but I always knew that the man said, Dr. Rain's gonna fire you. I said, she can't fire me. God hired me. I ain't worried about her firing me.
Yeah. And she did not.
Could not. Would
And
not.
look,
I wasn't
Shirley
gonna do
Raines
it.
did not. Yeah, right.
I speak up.
Right.
You could do what you want to do.
Right.
Put me in the fiery furnace. All right, good minute. But anyway, so it was a lot of faction. The preachers didn't really want it.
Right.
All right. The
And explain why. I'm sorry. I want to break this down in granular form.
Go ahead.
The preachers didn't want him. You had SNCC. You had the Black Panthers. You had all of these different groups. Go ahead, Doc.
Yeah. But the Black Panther Party, I was a member here, and with SNCC, Stokely Carmichael, now Kwame Ture, he was all involved with Black Power and all. King was doing nonviolence. Malcolm X, I was with Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I went to the mosque. I do everything. Can't leave where you don't go. You can't teach what you don't know.
Ooh, that's pimping right there.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Yes, sir.
Do what you got-
But jealousy. There was jealousy in the movement.
It was
right?
jealousy and fear. I heard somebody mention fear in this
Yeah, right.
program. Fear. Oh, man. Fear will stop you from doing a lot of things. It would inhibit you from getting where you need to go. Fear. What are you afraid of? See, I like the ripest apple is the farthest out on the limb. Hello.
Uh-oh. Come on. If he says hello, you know what that means, right?
Okay.
That means get a hold
I
of
need
it.
you to repeat that one more time.
Okay.
The ripest
the
apple.
ripest apple is the farthest out on the limb. Okay? So, and the one with the worms in it, hello, and rotten is by the trunk. Uh-oh. So, I want the ripen apple.
Yeah.
So I put these 200 pounds out on that limb and start moving out. That limb gonna bend. I haven't made it
come
there
on.
yet.
Come on.
So I get
Come
out
on.
a little further. It's gonna bend a little further. You know, so I'm not worried about falling.
And at some point, it's going to become the low-hanging fruit.
Look, come on with it.
Come on, Doc.
Come on, brother.
Yes, sir.
So I get out there, I get close. I'm still standing. Look, but that limb is way down there. So I reach over there and get that apple and just bag back. My point is, if you don't ever take a chance, if you want to keep eating the rotten apple, stay by the trunk. Hey, but if you want to, you got to take a chance, like the beautician and everybody's talking. You got to get out there and do something. You know, you might fail. Oh man, we failed a lot of time with African April. Put our own money in it. But hey, we didn't stop. You can't stop now. We're too far to turn around.
Yeah.
You're on that limb.
You're on that
You're
limb.
further out on
We're on that limb.
that. Doc, how many years of African April?
37 straight
Y'all
years.
give it up for that.
Yeah.
37 years non-stop. Yes, sir.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
You can't leave where you don't go. You can't teach what you don't know. Now, when we grew up, same thing happened at Melrose and everywhere. They taught us all about white people. Everything
Yes, sir.
was white. We were little black Sambos in the picture. Everything. I'm not listen.
Right.
You tell
Yes, sir.
Look,
Yes,
so
sir.
all about white people.
Yeah,
So
still is.
if you learn the mind is like a computer. You can only get out of what you put in it.
Yes, sir.
Hello. So they put all white folks' knowledge in our head. Nothing about us.
Yes, sir.
So as I heard earlier, we're the first people on the face of this earth. So I tell my students, I said, now, if you've been indoctrinated with all white knowledge, that means you got somebody else's mind inside your head.
Come on.
Which means you're out of your mind.
Now,
Which means you're out of your mind. Come on now. You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind.
We done with that now.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
But
I
y'all
can't
give it
wait
up
to
for
go.
the Aces. We are super
You guys are
proud of you. We
amazing.
love
Thank
you.
you so much.
You thank you so
Amazing,
vitally important to us.
amazing.
And listen, you have been watching the Antonio Parkinson Project. We will see you next week. And y'all make sure y'all go to Africa in April.
And the
Going.
mission is just $10. We haven't
That's it.
changed
There
it.
you go. There you go. $10 admission.
bad.
Pull up at African April. It's going to be a great opportunity. A great event. 4 days actually. You know, and it's in Robert Lee,
Robert Church.
Robert R. Church Park. So
right by Ida B. Wells.
We put Ida B. Wells.
So
right
you're
next to Ida B.
on
Wells.
holy ground, and nothing
You're on hollow ground, right? Okay, you've been watching. Hey, make sure you like, follow, subscribe, and share. This is the Antonio Parkinson Project.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Powered by Black Market Strategies.